The EU Commission accepted its proposal for fishing opportunities in the Baltic Sea for 2022 on Thursday. It proposes increasing the fishing opportunities for herring in the Gulf of Riga while maintaining the current ceilings for sprat, plaice and bycatches of cod in the eastern Baltic Sea. The aim is to reduce fishing opportunities for the remaining stocks so that these stocks can be fished more sustainably and other stocks such as cod and herring can recover better. On the basis of this proposal, EU countries will determine how much fish can be caught in the Baltic Sea for the main commercially exploited species. The Commissioner for the Environment, Seas and Fisheries, Virginijus Sinkevicius, said, "The poor environment status of the Baltic Sea has a significant impact on local fishermen as they depend on healthy fish stocks to make a living. That is why the Commission is doing everything in its power to help these stocks recover, and today's proposal is a building block towards the goal. However, the states of the Baltic Sea is not only influenced by fishing. Therefore, everyone must do their part to ensure the long-term sustainability of this valuable sea basin." Over the past decade, fishermen, industry and authorities in the EU have made significant efforts to replenish fish stocks in the Baltic Sea. In cases where full scientific advice was available, fishing opportunities have already been set in accordance with the principle of maximum sustainable yield. This applies to 7 out of 8 stocks, which in terms of volume account for 95% of the landings. In 2019, however, scientists found that the situation was worse than previously assumed. Resolute action is still required to replenish all stocks and ensure that they reach or remain at sustainable levels. The proposed total allowable catches, the TACs, are based on the best available and peer-reviewed scientific advice for the International Council for the Exploration of Seas, the ICES, and follow the multi-annual management plan for the Baltic Sea, adopted by the European Parliament and the Council in 2016. For cod in the Western Baltic Sea, herring in the Western Baltic Sea and salmon, the Commission will update its proposal as soon as the relevant scientific advice is available. That's probably in mid-September. For cod in the Eastern Baltic, the Commission proposes to keep the TAC and all accompanying measures in line with the fishing opportunities for 2021. Despite the measures taken since 2019, when science first sounded the alarm about the very poor conditions of the population, the situation has not improved so far. For cod in the Western Baltic Sea, the submission of the scientific opinion of the International Council for the Exploration of the Sea has been postponed to mid-September. The Commission will then update its proposal accordingly. However, as it seems unlikely that the stock has developed positively, the Commission is already proposing to keep the lockout period during the spawning season. It also proposes that all accompanying measures be maintained in the eastern part of the fishing area, as this area is predominantly found in where you find cod from the eastern Baltic Sea. The herring population in the western Baltic Sea remains below biosafe limits, and science recommends that herring would not be caught in the western Baltic for the 4th year in a row. The Commission therefore proposes to end the directed fisheries and to set a TAC limited to unavoidable bycatches, the level of which the Commission will propose at a later stage, as ICES is currently unable to provide sufficient scientific data on that one. For herring in the central Baltic Sea, in line with the ICES advice, the Commission is proposing a 54% reduction in the TAC, as the stock has declined to such an extent that its size is close to the limit below, which is no longer sustainable. In line with the ICES advice, the Commission proposes to reduce the TAC for herring in the Gulf of Bothnia by 5%. At the same time, the situation for herring in the Gulf of Riga allows the TAC to be increased by 21%. While the ICES advice suggests that this could be increased, the Commission remains cautious in order to protect in particular cod, which is caught as unavoidable bycatch in the current plaice fishery. The Commission therefore proposes to keep the TAC unchanged. Similar to plaice, the ICES advice suggests that the TAC for sprat could also be increased. However, the Commission advises caution and suggests keeping the TAC unchanged. This is because sprat and herring are caught in mixed fisheries, and the TAC for herring in the central Baltic Sea needs to be significantly reduced again. In addition, sprat is a prey fish for cod, whose stocks are in a poor condition. ICES has postponed the submission of its scientific opinion on salmon until mid-September, so the Commission will update its proposal accordingly. A special advice from ICES of April 2020 already contains information on the problems with these stocks. It noted that the MSY target for all river salmon stocks will not be achieved if commercial and recreational fisheries for mixed stocks in the sea continue at their current levels. So the Council will examine the Commission proposal so that it can be adopted at ministerial meeting on October 11th and 12th. The fishing opportunities proposal is part of the European Union strategy to align the level of catches by 2020 with long-term sustainability goals, the achievement of the so-called maximum sustainable yield, as agreed by the Council and the European Parliament under the Common Fisheries Policy. The Commission proposal is also in line with the policy objectives set out in the Commission communication towards more sustainable fisheries in the EU, State of Play and Guidelines for 2021, and the multi-annual plan for cod, herring and sprat stocks in the Baltic Sea. And I'll see you in my next video. Bis gleich.